Hello. Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, and that means live streaming, usually. Yay. Um, yeah, we're doing Tower of the Planets today. We'll get started immediately, so as to give people a moment to join the stream. We had 5 or 6 already waiting these past few minutes before it started, so that's a good sign. Not feeling great right now, but it's alright. Funny allergies, we love that. Today we're doing Tower of the Planets. I'm gonna jump in the void and do some practicing to start out. Particularly of where my PB is. It's been a while since I played this. Like, when was that I got that PB? I think it was like in July, so like a month ago. That was pretty much my last real attempt at this. I know, didn't I do like another one and then I died on like the asteroid belt or something? Maybe I'm misremembering that. But I missed this jump, this trust flick, and the day prior I had missed this jump. But now that I know how to do this jump, it's that one's no problem. Yeah. So of course, I missed this one unsafety netted jump. Well, actually, like, over half the jumps this whole tower are unsafety netted, but, you know. So now I'll just remember, don't flick, because that never works, and yeah, trust flicks just don't like me when I do actual flicks. Shift and space just works so much better for me. Again, this is the rising lava part. I'm not too concerned about this. This part really does need an update, though. I don't like it. But, like, it doesn't go up very much. Like, the one on Saturn, that one goes up, which is kind of how you need a rising lava part to go. This one, not so much. It goes up a little bit, but, like, not nearly enough. And I don't, like, what am I gonna do? Like major revamp? I probably need to, because this gameplay is kind of terrible anyway, but, I'll get to it eventually, maybe. I think most importantly, it's decently sight readable. So yeah. And there we go. Well, now there we go. Alright. Yay. Probably want to do a bit more practicing than that before I get to the real run. Yeah, but what else should I practice? Probably the other Jupiter part. Or like, just before where that is. So, hold on, let me fly back over there. You know what I also thought of? I need to, like, put a big sign on top of each of these that says what these are. That way if you're practicing them, you know which one is which. Or just some better way than just flying all the way over here to practice them, because it does seem kind of stupid. What are you going to do this stream? I don't know. I might do... I mean, people are asking for Ring 6 development, but there's not really anything more I can do without leaking Ring 6 in ways I don't wish to yet. So, that's kind of out of the question. And after doing a hour-plus run of this tower, I'm not really looking to do another super long tower, which was an idea I had. Like, I want to do 222 soon. Tower of the Umbrella, the User. Someone suggested, I forget where, I think Discord and video and post ideas. They said to try and sight read that in under 2 hours. Or maybe it was after I did the... I don't even remember. That might be fun to try and find that. And by that I mean it will not be fun. But yeah, I do need to find where that is. Because I want to try to do that for a video. I could live stream it too. And I'm not opposed to that. But I am opposed to that immediately after doing a 2+ hour run of Tower of the Planets. Or 1+ hour run. Or, I mean, I could beat it. And then it would probably be over 2 hours. Or at least nearing that point. Come on. Come on. Yeah, so I might just do viewer suggested towers, so long as they are relatively short and not that difficult. Another video you can expect soon is one where I beat Tower of Wanting Extra Levels. I did that in a stream last week, but then I died to ouch bricks that I thought were kill bricks, and then misjudged. Like, it was like a kill brick maze, but it was ouch bricks, so I misjudged that my health was enough when it actually wasn't, because there were ouch bricks and no one told me that. But anyway, I did record the rest of it and did beat it. I've edited like half the video now, so you can expect that soon. Probably this week. I mean, I could get it out by Wednesday, no problem, but I won't be able to stream next Saturday, so I might want to post it Saturday instead. And then maybe take more time this week to work on Ring 6. We'll see. Yeah, actually, it's entirely possible the next live stream I do is the Ring 6 release live stream. Maybe. Come on. Alright, and then there's the push box spawn button. Then use it to do the insta-kill push box. There we go. Then at that point you may discard of one, or well, yeah, both of them. So you could also do just one. Probably good to get rid of the insta-kill one to avoid any disasters. Yeah, and so this whole part is like unnetted. Kind of like the, 70% of the tower. But yeah. So much with this tower is it's not that stressful, but... Or no, it's not that hard, but it just feels... It's so stressful that it feels so much harder than it is in a real run. Like, I can do this no problem. Like, I haven't even fallen once. But as soon as I get into this in a real run, I'm going to be taking it so much more slowly. And, like, these one-stud jumps, they're no problem, but they just feel so much harder than they are in a real run. In fact... Oh, yeah, okay, now I remember what that other fail was. It was not the asteroid belt. It was on the first part of Jupiter where I missed a one-stud jump. Exactly like I'm talking about here. See, and then once I get here, I get a brief safety net. It's very short. Yeah, that was just about it. Then falling at this point, I won't die, but I'll have to go back underneath on that spinning avoid the insta-kills thing. That takes us back to here. Probably what I'm gonna do, given, I mean, it was just bad luck, really. Like, the reason it didn't like me, I got funny trust last time. Like, I could do the same thing again, and I'd probably be fine, but I think maybe lesson learned is slow down when doing trusses, and just always do shift and space wherever possible. At least for me. I mean, some people prefer flicking. Or do they? I don't know. I already did this, but past that jump I got funny trust on is all stuff I've never gotten to in a legit run before. So it's definitely worth practicing it. a couple times. Yeah, goal for today? I don't know. I mean, I haven't played this in a month, so I wouldn't be surprised if I die on, like, the asteroid belt or something. But I think, ideally, I make it to the end of Jupiter, so the end of this rising lava part, or rising metallic hydrogen, as it technically is. Oh no, okay, well, so much for doing that all legit, but I don't care, whatever. I did this legit the first time. Cool. By the way, there is, like, lighting effects on that part, so it does look better if you actually do them. Yeah, probably a good idea to practice that one jump I failed, because it'll just take a moment. And it's super easy. Which planet is this? That was Jupiter that I was just on. Yeah. Which is roughly, like, 65% of the length of the tower. I'm getting notifications on my phone that I will not be reading. Not right now. What did I just say was about to practice? Oh, yeah. Well, wait. Just so that I can have practiced this entire part, let me do those 3 jumps, even if a bit recklessly. And because I flew over there already. Then I also wanted to practice the jump here. I missed that jump. Yes, that jump. How? That's, like, so easy. I'll tell you how, because I was nervous. Bro, can bro even beat his own tower legit? I guess not. Because, well, you... Like, it's not made that much easier having built it myself, but eventually I'll beat it. By the way, you guys can join. The link to this game is in the stream description. I'll post it again, I guess. Do I still have a copy? No, sadly I do not. But I do now. There, you can join me. Well, that'll take you to the ring select, but then there's a teleporter next to a sign that says Tower of the Planets. To further incentivize you to join, you'll get the Met the Owner badge if you do that. Alright, I guess let's begin. Alright, I think it was last stream, wait, / cheer. I failed this, like, the first, like, 2 floors, which are short, like, the floors are very inconsistent length. Like, the first 2 you can do in, like, 5 minutes, but then the Saturn floor is, like, itself 15 minutes. Or no, okay, what I just did was not a floor, it's like a pre-floor one. This is floor 1, and it's, like, 1 minute long. Yeah, I failed this, like, 6 times. But it's nerfed now. I nerfed it since since that happened. I did nerf it, not since, like, because, but in the time since I did that, I did nerf it per someone else's request. Yeah, that was in the big quality of life update to this tower I did. Yeah, actually, this is my first time playing it since that update, I believe. It included nerfs to this part and indication and other stuff on the asteroid belt. Improvements, and I think I fixed, let's see, everything I can remember, I guess, is what I'm naming. There was this sort of soft lock thing on the first platform of Jupiter, the Safety Netted one with the button hunt, where the X pusher would, like, get stuck, which almost soft locked me in a legit run, but luckily I was able to do a crazy wall hop thing to get to it. I fixed it now by putting a resetter. Oh, let's see. Those wedges up there were Can Collide False by mistake, but they are now Can Collide True as they are meant to be. Oh, allergies. Push boxes. There's definitely more. Oh yeah, I also fixed, like, some stuff with the menu in this. Well, okay, I added, like... What did I add? I know I actually removed settings from the Tower of the Planets menu because, like, there's, like, 7 now. But I guess 4 of those don't, like, apply. Like, low detail mode, which removes tower parts, except in the tower you're in. In Ring 5, that makes sense, but in Tower of the Planets, like, it doesn't really work. Like, it would be a whole different thing to get low detail mode working in Tower of the Planets, and I probably will do that at some point, but I don't really know how. I don't know, maybe make a separate folder of all decorations or something, and then it, like, moves all those to replicated storage, as opposed to moving the obby folder of all towers you're not currently in, to replicated storage. But, like, there's not even that much detail, so I don't even know how much that would help. Maybe what I need to do is take, like... I'm not really lagging right now. I don't know. I'm getting, like, maybe slightly fewer frames, like 55 instead of 60. And that's probably just because, like, in this part where I technically am, it was where I was practicing and pointing out I should probably put signs that tell you which big box is which, like, planet. If I take all those boxes, like, because what that is I'm very close, like, just through that wall a bit is, like, I forget which one it is. I think it's Mars is over there, and just above is Titan, I think. But there's no way to get up there, so don't start trying to do that. And even if you did, you'd skip checkpoints and then get kicked. So, yeah. But what I could do is take those boxes and, like, spread them out a bit more, because they're so close, that means those parts of Mars and Titan and Io is nearby too. Those are all loaded because, like, they're nearby. Like, Roblox, there's probably a way to disable this, but it'll, like, have this sort of level of detail thing that they do, where if you're far enough away from parts, it'll deload them, particularly large parts, like the big wall over there, which would be deloaded, but I set it specifically to not do that, which is a property of the model, I believe. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, you can do that for a model. And, yeah, so, like, if I spread them out more, some stuff would deload in each box when you were in one, so you wouldn't lag as bad. I missed that wall hop, like, once, and now I always fear that's gonna happen again. Alright, here comes the fun launcher thing. Boing. Games with like 5 million active players are probably causing bad ping, not bad FPS. Hey. Hi. When Ring 6. Tomorrow. I hate Mars. Dang. It used to be so much worse. Big loop failing. But now, I think I did nerf it, I believe, but more importantly, I added free button progress. So yeah. Another thing I need to do, because someone failed because of this, is put a big sign that says moving platform, so that you don't think it's a regular platform, jump to it, and it moves at that moment. Roro, the sun? Nah, never heard of it. Big yellow ball. Yeah, right. Okay, so it didn't, like, all the top 10 most concurrent players games, like, gang up on Roblox for some reason and posted did a big update all today so that there'd be like a zillion people playing Roblox right now and crash everything. What a way to go out if I were to be like far into the tower and that's how my PB run ends. Walking simulator. I reduced the walking simulator a little bit with free conveyors and such. You hate Venus also. Okay. Oh wait, I wanted to turn on the music. Okay, hold on. Let me do that. Which is a bit of a complicated process. First, I need to set the volume on, and the song is also very quiet. Then I need to go to OBS and change a couple things there. Then, watch the audio graphs and see how that compares to my voice. So turn it up a little bit until it gets to the loud part. Test, 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 test. This is the loud part. Let me turn that down a little bit, and that should be good. Okay, if it's too loud, let me know. I didn't get kicked from EToH when the servers slowed. Yeah, actually, I don't know. How would that work? I mean, it's reasonable to guess that I could get, like, that it could, like, Roblox could crash or something. What would happen, though? I don't know. I can't think of any specific, like, error message or kick message you get if you get kicked because Roblox completely goes down, or what. They revamped Tower of Overcoming Hatred. Yes, I heard about that from a community post asking how much you like it, and I'm like, I didn't even play it yet. Great, okay. I was right before the button progress. That's awesome. Fun fact, you can use /E dance instead of /E cheer. I did not know that. Climbing. Tower of Annoying Simple Trials become Tower of a Simple Time. Yes, that one I knew about also. I maybe should play that. But wait, if they haven't even released Purgatorio yet, then why remove Toast? I mean, wouldn't it be better to have a bad tutorial than no tutorial? Even though it's not, like, Toast isn't even that bad. I think they also made the point, though, of the Ring 1 towers will probably introduce you to the mechanics anyway. Bro, okay. Toast no longer has an epic name. Yeah, a simple time. If Purgatorio is released, it's time for me to speedrun Purgatorio in one sitting. Yeah. What if I do, like, a speedrun and then submit it to speedrun.com, like, as soon as it releases to get the world record for free? By the way, that's another video someone suggested. Try to get within 30 seconds of the world record on the tower, or the world record. Honestly, I kind of want to go for world record. Not on any of the super speedrun towers, like the Ring 1 ones. But maybe something like in Zone 4. Those are less speedrun, so it's going to be easier to get the world record. But also, like, a longer tower might be fun to speedrun, like Towel. I've already beaten that one now. Video on that soon. On longer speedruns, I'd probably give myself a bit more room to, like, you know, instead of 30 seconds of the world record, I might give myself, like, 1 minute. Because, like, proportionally, it's different, if that makes sense. Like, if you're speedrunning something that takes about 10 seconds, being 0.25 seconds behind the world record isn't, like, oh, so close. I mean, it's close, but it's not that close, considering 2.25 seconds is, like, nothing compared to 10 seconds. Or, no, 0.25 is a lot compared to 10 seconds, but 0.25 on a speedrun that took you 20 minutes, that's a lot more proportionally smaller. So, okay, yeah, I need to focus now and quit yapping because, yeah. Although I will take a moment to turn down the music because it's probably very loud. I'm sorry. And force to stick out. Should be good to complete it now. Ooh, you know what I should do? I should put... Uh-oh. I should put selection box outlines on these elevators. Like I did on the outside after Mercury, I think. Go, 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 go. Almost did that wrong, but it's okay. Cool. Now I will mute sounds, because I don't need them for the moment. Okay. It's a song Roro uses for like 3 seconds in every video. I know, it's crazy. Hello? I wonder how many people actually know, like, people who watch my channel a lot and have heard that a bunch of times for the same editing gag every video practically, know that's what that song is, that part of Tower of the Planets. But, yep, that's what that is. Another one I use a lot is Wonders of Earth, like, it's like measure 3, I think. The first kind of, yeah, well, yeah, the first resolution, the first 5-1 resolution, or like the intro 4-bar thing. That one I do less commonly, but it's where I do like the comedic music stops and I miss a jump or something. There's gotta be one more common than that though. Definitely the most used one is Venus Movement 2, Atmospheric Pressure also. Or why'd I say also? I don't know. But Venus Movement 2 is definitely the most used of my songs in my videos. It's because it's like mostly the start of it that matters, like, Gehe. Oh, I thought I timed that wrong, or not as good as I could have, but it's fine. Do I like EToH? I mean Tower of Traps. What were you thinking on these beat blocks? On side B or side A of Venus? Hey, I gave you all the button progress on along the way. So, speedrun part. Do they need nerfing? Are they that bad, really? This gotta be my favorite peak insane tower. Roro, I'm scared. 10 seconds is way more than you need, don't worry. But that jump is unnecessarily scary. Okay, maybe not way more than you need, but it's pretty lenient. You don't have to just, like, full send speedrun it. Okay, hold on. Before I do this part, let me unmute OBS sounds, and... oh, wait, I have sound on Roblox, so you should hear the song starting now. Yes, here we go. What's the song, if you're wondering? Wonders of Earth is the song for all of the Earth floor. Then first movement, which is for most of it, is called Wonders of the World, because you go to the 7 wonders of the world. If you guys are wondering what I'm currently working on for the Tower of the Planets OST, it's quite an experimental one, compared to the other ones. And by the way, in this part you find the correct, or which one's the real button. That's what that part is. So it's for the rings part of Saturn, which I think is in the thumbnail I used for the stream. Maybe. No, I don't think it was, actually. I have a couple thumbnails I use for these Tower of the Planet streams. like indeed 2 of them, because I used the 2 that lost on the test and compare when on the Tower of the Planet showcase video. But the one I have set at the moment is not, it doesn't show Saturn. But the Rings of Saturn part is probably the most iconic part for using in screenshots. That's the music there better be good is what I'm saying. So here's what I'm thinking. Well, remember when I did Lakes of Methane, the song for Titan, and how I played that, in fact conducted it at the spring band concert. That was so cool. I still am using like the MIDI recording though, because you know, Lakes of Methane is pretty hard, like everything I write. Slower. Let me just center that up better. Hold on. Come on. With like 10/8 and stuff as the time signature for part of it. It was still pretty good, but anyways. It was very awesome, and I want to do that again. And I was thinking for the fall concert, I could do another one that I would write to be easier. So I had that in mind as I wrote success.mp3, which is currently my most recent song. But then that too ended up being quite difficult. But I still got the band to agree for us to play it. Although we're actually not doing a fall concert, but we're doing it at the Christmas concert, which I thought was like already out of the question, because you know, Christmas band concert is pretty much Christmas medley starter pack with Jingle Bells, Up on the Housetop, Silent Night, and if I have to hear those songs one more time, I might actually crash out, as the modern society says. But there's nothing I can do about it. December is quickly approaching, or who am I kidding? November is when I'll start hearing them. November 1st. Come on, I missed the last jump of that. But yeah, no, we're apparently gonna play Success.mp3 at the Christmas concert, which is great. Now, like I said, I was trying to make that one easier. It's a little bit easier than Lakes of Methane at best, probably. It doesn't have any crazy time signatures. I think people have come to associate time signatures with 8 on the bottom as being impossible, but 12/8 is not that hard. It's not like 10/8 with the beats being different lengths. By the way, I'm just gonna reset these because it like is being weird. 12/8 is just 4/4 with triplets. Just because it ends in 8 doesn't mean it's whatever word describes the uneven beat lengths. There's like a whole bunch of words to describe different time signatures. There's like compound, complex, irrational time signatures. I forget which one is like the one that goes with 10/8 or 7/8. By the way, this song is also in 10/8, the one you're hearing now. Hold on. Wait, that's wrong. In a 3+3+2+2 pattern. The reason Lakes of Methane also uses that is because the idea for Lakes Methane, or the idea for the whole, I guess, theme of Titan in this tower is like, Lakes of Methane on a landscape reminiscent of home is, I guess, the full phrase, which it says on the sign. So I like referenced this Earth song in that by using 10/8 and also the same melody. The one that the marimba is about to play at the start here. Just let me mute the mic. If you can hear that. Okay, I think I'm yapping a bit too much. Anyways, so success.mp3 should be easier, but we still have the problem of a lot of syncopation. Something that Lakes of Methane 2 made it hard to play, I guess. But yeah, success.mp3 I guess is easier. But after it's like I wasn't really expecting to play that. But I guess we are in band. So I set out to write an easier piece. This would be for the Rings of Saturn, and it would be a slow 3/4 because surely slower means easier, right? See, that's funny because it doesn't necessarily mean easier. Well, here's my take on that. When it comes to like technical etudes versus lyrical etudes, technical etudes are hard to learn but easy to perform well. Lyrical etudes are easy to learn but hard to perform well. How much that applies to full ensemble, it's not quite as much, but anyways. Because it's like it's not exactly lyrical, but it is slow. But then here's the cool part. Originally, it was just going to be scored for a concert band, like everything I do. Well, almost everything. And what most of the Tower of the Planets OST is going to be. Some of it that I haven't done yet will be like jazz band. Well, yeah, everything is concert band, except one of them is jazz band, one of them is 5 trumpets, and one of them is orchestra. Although those 3 that aren't concert band have not been done yet. But yeah, Saturn Ring Song, as I temporarily called it, until I thought of a title, which I have now that I will say in a minute. Why is that already like that? Yeah, okay, see, the reason... Part of the problem is, like, what I was saying, Roblox will, like, do a level of detail type thing where it deloads parts far away. That means, like, swinging parts and stuff will, like, do some weird stuff when they load in, such as RDB over there. Like, you're supposed to, like, push that around. It's no big deal, really, because... like, it only saves you, like, 1 second. But, like, there's not really a good way to fix that. Maybe if I take the whole, hanging part model and, like, do the level of detail setting I said for the big wall to make it stay loaded, that might help. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't. It's that's loading before that. So, okay, fine. I'll do that for the wall you're supposed to push it around as well. We're just about done with Earth, and I'm probably going to want to focus up for the Race to Missouri and Moon part. So, let me finish up this thought about Saturn Ring Song. So, the band director said, what if I could do, like, a piece that was, like, band with, like, backing track also, or some, like, other recording. Now, I did Rainfall a long time ago, which was essentially that. Well, it was that. But that one's kind of, like, terrible, because it's very old and compositionally pretty bad. So I considered briefly Rainfall 2, a sequel. Ooh. But ultimately, I thought, what if I took the Saturn Ring Song and added, like, a Doom chorus to it? Because it's, like, slow and dramatic. That would be pretty cool. So that's what I'm going to do. That did have the problem of, well, I wrote that in mind for us to play at the fall concert, but now there's actually not going to be a fall concert. Can't remember if I said that already. I think I did. But we're playing Success.mp3 at the Christmas concert. So that means, yes, Saturn Ring Song will be at the spring concert, which is where the band director had wanted this piece with backing track to be there too. Did I unmute? Yes. I can keep talking and put less effort towards, or put less focus towards the talent for the moment. This part's easy, even though it is, if I run out of time, I lose 27 minutes of progress. But, yeah. So, also, the Doom chorus will be singing things in Latin, but because Google Translate, it wouldn't really work to translate, like, whole sentences. It's just going to be a few phrases, of which one of them will be... Hold on, I can chill here for a moment. Will be this. Cycli temporis, which means cycles of time. Get it? Because Saturn is, like, about time, and it's cycles, because it's, like, the rings are spinning. Yeah, so that's going to be the title. Should I say my most controversial hot take in front of the 25 people that are watching this? Roro, wait up. Okay, I'll wait for you. I'll gladly procrastinate on doing the long outside. Long outside number 1 of like 60. But yeah. Yeah, so I could play Cycli temporis. What I have so far. I did the whole sketch, and now I'm starting the orchestration, but that is less close to being done than it has meant for other things before I got to do the backing track, which is a whole different thing. But yeah, alright, I'm just gonna go ahead. Welcome to the moon. Alright, time to focus up. And not do things like that. That's never a good sign. Is the music extremely loud? Yes. Let me turn that down a little bit. Or you can say goodbye to your safety net. Okay, cool. Did I get to Arcane Arena? Yeah, I have that unlocked, though I've only done like 2 steeples there. Well, probably more than that, like 4, I think. Yeah. Like, all the towers there, they're just kind of forgettable. So I need to do something interesting to really make it worth making a video out of it. And I don't know, I don't really want to just play them for no reason. Or, like, just on my own time. Because, one, I don't have time for that. Don't get funny physics on that. Or funny laddered. By essentially what is funny truss physics, but it's on a ladder, so it's not funny truss. That happened once before. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So, I don't know, maybe I could do like, can I 100% the arcane area in 24 hours? That might be a good video with a good title. Because see, just titling a video, completing tower of whatever, or steeple of whatever, is boring and tends to not do well. Once upon a time it did. Or maybe that was just because I didn't know any better. Excuse me. You get a healing item with light source. Yes, I do know there's that, which might make it worth just completing it on my own time, but not really, because I don't even use items anyway. I mean, it would be nice to have, I guess, but not really worth that much effort unless there was a video that came out of it too. And now that I've thought about it, why not do can I 100% the arcane area in 24 hours? Things within 24 hours tend to do well. on the YouTube algorithm. TODD will be helpful. Yeah, I've done that one. I do have the lantern from that. That was actually my first ever item that I got, I believe. Yeah. I beat that in, I think, like, October 2020. So, before the Halloween event, which released on Halloween that year. Ugh. And by the way, the video of me beating Tower of Deep Darkness is on this channel, if you want to scroll all the way back, or use sort by oldest, which I'm glad YouTube added back, even though that's old news at this point. Whoa. But also don't go watch it, because it's very bad. I think there is a skip. Don't choke. I will definitely choke. Hold on, let me just turn on Invisible Place for the moment. See, I almost missed a one stud, and I shouldn't have. Ooh, okay, something else I could add is text chat, or the bubble chat. Disable and enabled. Don't flick, kids. See, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done a flick on there. But it's okay. I hate this part. Well, this part with those funny tresses just foreshadows that part with more funny tresses. Alright, let's wait for the moving part to come back. Not that nervous. I kind of am. But my heart rate is pretty normal for the moment. Because I've become desensitized to this, being to this point in the tower so many times. How do you think how evil it will be if he makes conveyor with X pusher? Oh, like sideways conveyor. As long as you don't make it stupidly annoying, like you make it a big X pusher. That could actually be interesting. I might do that if I don't forget, which I probably will. Alright, here come the funny tresses. Let me read chat first. Candy Beacon is the best healing item in EToH. I do have that one. So epic. You go first. How chivalrous. I hate this part so much. And the extremely dramatic finish doesn't help. Of the music, I mean. Yeah, I still don't even know how I want... Like, what I want it to do is it'll play the song one time, or more specifically, whenever it finishes it, in... Okay, it'll play it on infinite repeat while you're in the solar eclipse zone. At the end of Earth. But then once you get to the outside, it finishes that time through the song and then just goes back to the space song. The song for the other outsides, which at the moment is just silence, but eventually will be the trumpet chamber piece thing. Which actually was the most requested song for me to hurry up and make because it's so silent. Remember, don't flick, kids. Alright, and no longer do I have to get worried about swinging, like, as it dismounts me and then falling, because that, too, was another quality of life update in that big quality of life update. Actually, maybe that came before it, slightly before it, like one update. But it was recently that I added that. And we're almost done with the outside. As long as I don't get funny trust there. Yes, that has happened before. And as long as I do that, perfect. Mars time. What was your favorite tower? What is your favorite SMTOH tower? Well, what was, at one point, I said... okay, I feel like every time someone asks me something, I just answer with 6,000 words and answer way more questions than they asked. But eventually the answer nonetheless. In the 1,000 subscriber Q&A from, I believe, April 2021... someone said, what's your favorite tower besides Citadel of Eternal Corruption and, what am I doing? And Tower of Superception? Because Ring 1 was all that was around at that point. And I said Tower of mostly outside sections. What is my favorite SMTOH tower would definitely be this one, Tower of the Planets. Whoops, I didn't zoom in quite all the way. Go, 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 go. Whoa. Hi, Shark. I'm watching the stream right now. Hello. Bling. Hold on. I'm going to turn invisible players back on. There we go. Oh, also, something I might want to put in issue reports for EToH is having invisible, like the invisible player settings, it does not hide particle emitters on avatars, such as with these, the Hunt First Edition, Ultra Epic, let's be honest, you're wasting your money, wings. Although I thought it was worth it. It was definitely worth it, buying the gold bling track. Although I'm not going to use, like, any of the items, probably, except this one. But I have used this avatar for over a year, and I desperately need to change it, but it's just so annoying to do that, because the UGC economy is a bit... What's a good adjective? Whoa, okay, I jumped too far on that. That's alright, though. Right, I can't get confused by my own update to the tower that was meant to make it easier. Yeah, so like I just try to limit the accessories I use to, I almost missed that, Roblox official accessories, which there aren't that many of them. Well, there are not that many that I own though, and yeah, I don't know. And also, like, I do not know how to make a Roblox shirt. This one I made is like, ugh, it's not that good. None of them are. Thought about like asking a friend to do it for me. Who agreed to it, but then I never followed up with what is the shirt gonna look like, because frankly I don't know. Could just switch to a different shirt that I used in the past. Just one of the like generic blue with Roro Studios on it. But also those look pretty bad, if not worse than this one. But like what else, what instructions do I give though? Like make it blue and make it say Roro Studios and yeah. Combining a kill brick with X pusher is like, I don't know. I made a particle accelerator. I love particle accelerators. They actually added UGC emotes. What could go wrong with that? Alright, I should probably reduce the yappage so as to focus, because this is the long, difficult outside. Instead of putting it at the end, like most towers would, I put it in the middle. Once you reach the start of the asteroid belt is about a third through the tower. The end of it is about halfway through it. Well, in fact, I do consider the start to be the 1/3 point and the end to be the halfway point, because it's pretty much where the halfway and 1/3 points through the playthrough video are, which is, I guess, pretty accurate to where it is. And what else are you gonna, like, that just feels like a nice point to call officially the 1/3 points and the halfway point, the start and end of the asteroid belt, and it's the same sort of section of it too, so it's easier to remember than, say, the start of the asteroid belt and the end of Jupiter Platform 1. And here I go yapping again. Tell you what, I can mute OBS for a while, actually, because there's no sound for a while. M at spawn, help me out. There's a practice mode, and then you can just fly over here. Spawn is over there. And then you just fly over here. Very epic. Okay, let's go collect a bunch of pieces of metal to give to myself. Amogus. Scares me. Okay, I think I need to turn on invisible players again. Amogus. Yeah, Among Us stream when? Well, okay, the reason I'm not yet, even though that would be fun, well, the stream would probably do terribly. Unless, again, I get banned from Roblox and then I market it as because my Roblox account got banned. Which sort of saved the Minecraft Hardcore stream, like 2 weeks ago, from getting 2 viewers. Like, this stream with 30 concurrent viewers is doing very well, so thanks everyone for being here. 20, I'd say is good. 16, which is about how much the, wait, didn't I just turn on invisible players? Maybe I need to do that if they respawn. We're investigating bugs mid-run, evidently. I'll bet that. Did you, like, reset right now? Or reset just a moment ago? Jump, 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 jump. Fell at the asteroid belt. Gosh. Were you on a legit run? I think you were. Rip. That's happened to me many times. Let me turn key displays off before that becomes a problem. Ooh, by the way, Roblox, can I have a suggestion of an update? Can we make it so that when you zoom into first person, hats that give particles, like, stop making particles? That's not a problem with this hat, because it's, like, behind me. The item giving the particles is the wings, by the way. But on an older avatar, there was one item I had that had particles, like, up here, so it would just, like, blind you if you were in first person. And then I'd forget to turn it, like, to take the hat off before I did a long run like this, where you can't reset to take it off. Well, actually, during the time I was using that avatar, I don't think I ever did, like, any super long runs particularly. I did a few, like, when did I use that avatar? I think that was, when was it? I want to say it was the one I used before I did my winter outfit for 2023/2024. Yeah, that one. Burb not here. No. Okay, spawn the push box. By the way, that text wall sign just explains the order you do these things. You spawn that push box, and then in quick succession, press these buttons. Which is something that should be very easy, but just isn't, because I'm nervous. And I'm, like, overthinking the walk around, which is only half a stud, and, you know. Now, don't lose the push box, or I'm gonna have to go do that again, and don't respawn it, or I'm gonna have to go do that again. And we're good. Cool. I feel like that's why some... Wait, hold on. You should make an alt account so you can get banned instead of your main so you can do an Among Us stream. I feel like that's why some big groups/studios use accounts that don't do anything other than holding a big group for the studio. It's stupid that you have to do that, though. I think we could probably all agree on that, but yeah. But the lobby builders were telling me they couldn't access the game while I was banned. Or more specifically, they couldn't not SMTOH itself. They don't have edit access on that, since it was kind of just whoever volunteered. And I feel like giving them access to everything on SMTOH is not a good idea. I almost pressed W too late there. So I made like a separate place for them to edit on, which was also under the group, but it's private, so you won't see it under the group games page. But apparently they couldn't access that while I was banned, so I guess that means if you're banned, then any group-owned games, well, any games owned by groups that are owned by you, those become inaccessible. Does that mean you couldn't even play it? I don't think that's how that works. Like, Roblox will gladly just leave your game up to get more money. That is a thing. If you get banned, they'll like leave your, like, hold on. Let me wait for this to do that, and then there. Hardest floor in Tower of the Planets. Well, what do you even count as a floor? The planets themselves, I guess, I consider a floor. Probably the 0 stage. The ISS, no jump part. Go, 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 go. Nice. Planets and floors, and the stuff above the void is outsides. Yeah, I'd consider the actual, or planets are floors, not planets and floors. Yeah. So I'd consider, like, that up there to be a floor, and then once you get teleported to that other area behind the big wall. Wait, where do I go? This way. That I'd consider a floor, and this is, like, in between floors where I am now. Alright, here comes this part that people have fallen on before. I think it was because of bad indication, which has been fixed now. There was a sign earlier that I didn't read. It says inlet parts are moving parts, or tilting parts, sorry, and the red neon indicates the axis of rotation. Oh, that was a close one. Okay. Go, 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 go. Nice. What are your thoughts of the Ring 5 towers? Yummy. 2 medals. Got them. Can't they make that public, or unless it's possible to have limited editing permissions? Actually, I don't know. I think... I'm not sure if you're able to just set... maybe only the owner or group owner... Roro, don't clip farm. Can set, like, privacy of the game. But I did see someone updated, like, the description, and I think clicked publish on it. So, I don't know, maybe something like that. But, the impossible obby is an example of you getting banned, but Roblox keeps your game up so it can generate money for them. I don't remember if it's the group owner got banned, and so did the group, or if it was the group owner and the group itself got banned. Shark, I can't complete the first stage, so I guess I goes, okay. Oh, you could use practice mode and come over to here. So that's the axis of rotation. Gotta remember that. Maybe I'm also getting confused by the previous indication on those essentially unindicated tilting parts was about as good as a suspiciously easy looking square, usually, with like a stripe on it in the middle. Usually I had made those tilting parts and said, yep, that's good enough indication. But the neon line went parallel to the axis of rotation. So now I'm having to like, I don't know, I guess I got used to it, even if like subconsciously, which direction each of them spun. Like, related to what direction the stripe was going, and now that it's different, it's like I gotta pause and think about it for a second. I should have 20 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And by 20, I mean 10. Okay, just take this part slow. Slow and steady. And then remember, this one gives you the smaller point to land on. Left on this one. I'm still like nowhere near done with the asteroid belt. Like I'd go all the way back over there and then to like the ending part. Oh boy. Luckily going back to where you give myself the money, that part is easier than coming to this point. So like going back across this part is easier than coming across it because you can like skip some stuff. The group was called Chocolate Flame, and the creator didn't get banned, so he made another group called Chocolate Fireball. Hi Roro. Hi username the obvious. Why no audio, or is that just me? You mean game sounds? There is no audio except like button presses. Well, there's music on some parts, and I'll unmute the sounds once we get to those parts, but there aren't any for a while. Like, Titan is the next one, which is going to be like another 50 minutes at the least to get to there. Well, if I were going a bit faster, you know, as though I were familiar with this, which even though I am, I'm just playing it safe, you know. But like going at a what could be considered a normal pace, could probably make it there in like 20-30 minutes, but especially because I'm going to be playing for the first time on a legit run, past Jupiter Platform 4, plus like 2 jumps. I will definitely be taking it very, very slow. Right. Don't flick, kids. Don't flick, kids. Okay. Difficulty, this is 9.0. 9 is insane, right? No, it's extreme. It's base extreme, although the raw difficulty is around low to mid insane, around there. Until after Saturn, where it slowly decreases in difficulty. Go, 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 go. Down through like insane and remorseless and intense, down to challenging on the last floor. So there are certainly still lots of outsides to fall on after Saturn, but it does get easier, and then the last floor is free. So yeah, the true point of if I make it there, I've basically won, is the last outside, the last real outside, which is after Neptune, or well, after Triton, the moon of Neptune. That's effectively the final outside. Technically, there is an outside after Pluto, but it's 1 jump. That's a 2-stud jump. Alright, now for this part. Shouldn't die. Yep. Then just jump to dismount before we have any disasters. Tell you what, though, for some motivation, I've basically won the asteroid belt at least, which means I'm basically at a safety net. There's a couple of um, sketchy jumps on this part, but they're really not. I just overthink them. But yeah, the point is most of this final puzzle is netted, basically. Like, netted / very easy jumps, like this. But this, though, I gotta set these up and do that jump. Should be possible, but I'm just gonna overthink it. But definitely just take a moment to reposition it if you're not fully confident, which I'm never fully confident. But, like, this should be good enough, I hope. Yeah, definitely. There's that button, which activated, just make sure it activated that truss over there. Then I want this one, like, here. This as close to that corner for a shorter jump to it, and actually, wait, is that possible? Move it a smidgy over there. Oh my gosh. My heart, like, skipped a beat there. I, like, tripped over that and then pressed S. If I almost missed the S key and hit X instead. Oh, that would have been quite the clip farm. Okay. That's about as close as that's gonna get. Should be possible. I almost want to move it a little bit closer, but like that's really as close as it's gonna get. And that's definitely possible. Oh yeah, that's nothing. And so is that. Be careful not to go into climbing animation and then get launched off that little ledge there. As I do that, nice safety netted jump, and then I hit that. And yeah, here's probably the sketchiest jump of that, because you also like sink into the platform a little bit in an annoying way, but there we go. Maybe I should do something about that. Like put that one stud higher, maybe even two. Yeah, I think I will do that, unless I forget, which I probably will. I have to leave because I rage too much. This is pre-recorded. Yeah, I knew you'd say that. Specifically 1 hour and 13 minutes into the stream. Has it really been that long? I guess that makes perfect sense because I'm over an hour into the run now, huh? I'm not sure if this is among my slower paces at getting this far or what. I feel like I've gotten to like this part at like 55 minutes into the run. On other times, I guess pace really doesn't matter. Alright, now I can just chill as I do this unskippable cutscene. Why play Ring 5 when you can play Ring 3? What floor is this? Jupiter is floor 6? Yeah, floor 6. So wow, actually, somehow I made it so that the halfway point of the tower is after you've completed 5 floors. Well, if you consider that the end of 5 floors. Okay, the start of floor 6 is the halfway point of the tower. The end of floor 5 is like the start of the asteroid belt. Because I would consider that in between floors. Have I tried Tower of Nothing New? No, but I want to. That one I actually probably could do. Just completing Tower of Nothing New. Probably shouldn't, but that's a popular one that most people have heard of and know of, and it's good. So, probably. It would be fine, but it's just better to do a more interesting title, I feel like. Alright. I'm going to turn invis players off, because don't have to focus quite as hard for the moment. It's a brief moment, but a moment nonetheless, as I do this quick button collection. Hopefully I don't get softlocked this time. I won't get softlocked from the thing that softlocked me last time, although I was able to escape it. But maybe there's some other softlock I was unaware of, though I don't think so. Alright, hit that button, and hit this button. And then here's how you get on top of here. Yeah, that's, I think, 5 buttons. No, so I gotta get that one. So 4. This thing, this X pusher was able to, like, get stuck. Because, like, you'd, like, jump into climbing animation there, and then it like, I don't know, get stuck for some reason. But now there's a resetter, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. So technically that can still happen, but it's fine. It's a final button. So much for that safety net. I do 10 minutes of gameplay, and then I get 1 minute of safety net. Wait, no I don't. I do get a safety net for this part, mostly. Some of the jumps are unnetted. Which means I'm gonna fail them. Maybe. I that did happen in my most recent attempt before this. Alright, there's that button. Then I think that's the last button before I have to do unnetted jumps. Oops. Roasted Ear should do requested obbies again. Yeah, it just wasn't, it's not really getting that much views, or that many views. I'll make another one at some point, probably. But I don't know. Like, requested towers is hard enough to keep making those, because it's just so repetitive for me. I've tried doing things to make it more interesting, such as inviting guests, and that certainly has helped, but I don't know, it's just so hard to just focus in and edit it's the editing, always. And edit the video, without getting, like, super bored of editing. Like, it's the same thing every time, you know? I should probably heal. Let me do that. What? YouTube is censoring autoplayed here from a surplus 6-hour stream? What does that mean? Bye, Roro. I'm gonna go beat EToH. Okay, good luck. Should probably heal, but I don't feel like it. Yeah, I'm good. Unfortunately, unnetted jumps, fun. They're 1-studs, which is easy. But they got these wedges on top, which are still easy, but makes you really overthink it. Surely that was intentional to psych you out, and not me having a skill issue right now. Bleh. Most like the EToH counts also as what? I believe this is the last button I have to do. It's 3 1-studs. Well, 4. Because there's this one. But it's 3 1-studs. Surely I can handle that. Nice. Cool. Now I get the push box. Even if I lose it, I can just reset it. Because those buttons I hit over the past, like, 2 minutes, they have deactivated the things that prevent me from getting the push box. Alright, does he clip farm? Does he clip farm? He does not clip farm. Alright, nice. This is now my 3rd time getting to platform 3, I think. Yeah, of Jupiter. The first time was a huge loop failing nightmare because there's a weird physics jump that was being annoying. So I nerfed that first thing after I've ended that run. Second time was the time I got Funny Trust, which is currently my PV. So it's looking pretty good in terms of, can I get a new PB today? just gotta remember, I practiced that part, even if it was 67 minutes ago. It was right here. This is where the funny physics thing was. I had, like, parts underneath the trusses, which climbing down them just made it really weird. And then this, like, had a wall going down to, like, here, so you actually had to climb down the truss. It was a nightmare. I failed it, like, 15 times, and I failed that. Nice. But eventually I got it, so glad I didn't have to call that run off myself by giving up due to stupid physics being stupid. Imagine Roro Clip Farm at the end of Jupiter. The rising metallic hydrogen. Right, that was my goal, to reach the end of Jupiter. And then it's a super long outside after that. Fun! Although it's... Well, let's see. Most of it's... No, wait. I gotta do IO too? Okay, so it's actually pretty short outside. And then IO has a ton of insta-kills everywhere, but still relatively easy. Having just a lot of insta-kills scattered throughout... Maybe some people will disagree with this, but that's a lot easier than outsides. Actually, probably most people would agree with this because insta-kills everywhere. Not like an insta-kill net, but just like a bunch of insta-kills you have to jump over. That's better than any jump you miss, you die. IO is several jumps you miss. Maybe most of them, or like half of them. But yeah. This is sort of like, okay. Should probably not be yapping that. Yeah, I'll save this yappage for a bit later on the next insta-kill part. So. I'm netted for the moment, but not for long. So, good thing I missed that jump on the netted part. Alright, let me turn off invisible players. Or turn on invisible players. Just don't clip farm. I got this. Okay, let's not ask questions about whatever just happened there. I just, like, maybe almost died. It's these one studs, man. That's, like, the worst part of this whole thing. Right. It's going to be easy to psych myself out on this jump because I failed it before on a legit run. Just try not to let that happen. Let it swing again and jump. Cool. Alright, RNG Lodge, but it's netted, so cool. Can relax for a moment. Because we got like partial nettage for the next minute or so. Not as good as complete nettage, but I'll take what I can get at this point. High FPS trust fix is love and life. Yeah, probably. But my monitor's only 60 hertz anyway. So what does it even matter? I think it's 60 hertz. I don't know. One stud incoming. Another one stud incoming. Okay. These jumps are easy. Got nothing to worry about, pretty much. Though I did almost miss that. But now I'm netted again. Although I would have to redo some unnetted parts falling here. I went that way in practice. It's It's probably better. Making Ring 2 revamp idea. Yeah, I did see that. I was about to start streaming, so I didn't really take a look at it, but I will. You might have to remind me a few dozen times, though. Alright, get rid of the insta-kill push box. To respawn that is perfectly fine, because I'm not going to go back down there anyway. Why did I go on the corner? That wasn't smart. I had to go around the corner, and I don't like doing that. You need to add high FPS trust fix. Wait, is that not what I think it is? Is that not just having a higher FPS fixes trusses? Or is that like some script I need to add to this game? Just lower the FPS? More one studs incoming. That's fun. Need to take a breather. High FPS trust fix also removes funny trust bugs on 60 FPS. But like, is that any way to play an obby? Just like modifying physics to make things work better. Alright. I felt this before in practice, which is annoying, because now I'm just going to worry about that all the time. But as long as I don't jump particularly, and don't do anything stupid, we'll be good. Shut up! Oh, landed on the edge of that. One more one stud. At least unnetted for the moment. Do not miss these, please. Netted, partial netted one studs. It's stuff to redo that isn't netted if I fail it. Alright, if I can do this truss, I get a new PB. Sound like a deal? Nice. Alright, now comes the rising lava part as soon as I jump down to there. But first, just take a breather. In the restrooms at school, they have these like little posters. This is related to what's going on, I promise. It's like, I don't know, some motivational thing, or like it could be like study habits, or most notably for the moment, reducing anxiety in the moment. And it'll be like one per month, supposedly, but they only update it like once every 6 months. So like the one in one of the restrooms, it says December on it. One of them does actually say August. Whether they actually updated it for August, or whether it's been like that since last August or an August prior, I don't know. But one of them was reducing anxiety in the moment. It's some weird countdown thing that's more effort to memorize than it's worth. Shut up! Of like, locate 3 objects you can see. There's a lamp in here. There's a water bottle that's empty and I should refill. There's another lamp in here. Or maybe more importantly, just yap about something, which has sort of helped. Let's go. The rising lava here really is lenient. But, like, I still don't want to be doing things like this. Come on. Thank you. Okay, now I might be in trouble. Hit the button. Go, 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 go. That bounced me up here. Go get the button. Time on this button is lenient, by the way, which is good. Wait, are you on a legit run too? I don't know. This part's pretty easy. Oh, didn't like that. One studs, more of them. Come on, man. By man, I mean myself. Remember, I did this to myself. GG. Woo! That was the goal for today. Bathrooms in my school look like a bomb went off inside the toilet. Yeah, that's about average school bathroom. The really best solution is don't use the restrooms at school, because there's so much shenanigans that goes on in there. And worse, there's only like 3 stalls per restroom, and that's fine for about 23.5 hours a day, but the other 30 minutes, which is between classes and, you know, when everyone's using the restroom, they're nowhere near enough. See the problem? So yeah. What I will try to do is use the restroom, like, okay, like, after band class, like, you know, we like, are done with stuff, like, a few minutes before the class actually ends, to put up instruments, and luckily a trumpet is quite easy to put up, as opposed to, like, a clarinet, which is, like, 6 parts. Okay, you were, not legit. What else am I saying? Oh yeah, so it's quick to put that up, and then there's also a restroom in, like, the fine arts hall. Technically, you're not supposed to do that. leave until the class actually ends. But you know, it's like 10 feet, and yeah, I'll break the rules anyway. I mean, I've yet to get in trouble for that. But more annoyingly is they'll, like, lock the bathrooms in that hall, like, all the time, because people get into dubious shenanigans in there. And apparently locking the doors so that they'll go elsewhere and not fix the problem and just inconvenience the rest of us is the solution. Allegedly, they're going to do that for the foreseeable future, but whenever that happens, it's like 3 days. So, it's annoying, but whatever. Right, I can just hold W on this part. Point of all that yapping was, calm down a bit. Although this outside is quite easy. Pretty much you can hold W. I don't think it can ever get stuck, but yeah, like, I don't know, like, the things get, like, stuck in between here and here. Oh yeah, here's a fun difficulty spike, but it's netted. So I can chill, actually. Very much chill. Story about that X pusher. See how it's, like, aligned? My fries need oxygen. I'm out in space. Do you have the spacesuit? I guess I wouldn't know because you have the package out avatar thing. Alright, let's go to IO. But the spacesuit, let's just say that the helmet is completely invisible. I briefly considered giving you that space helmet accessory and, like, something to be a backpack, but it just, okay, I was wondering why that wasn't moving for a while. But ultimately I scrapped that because it would look really bad, and it was just annoying to try and get that to work. At least, were you legit? I don't think you were. death. Right, okay, you know what? Enough yapping. I need to focus up here. This is like the insta-kill push box from earlier. The only difference is now, like, the button, like, everything is insta-kill instead of just the box. So, like, the push box destroyers are insta-kills too, and so is the push box spawn button. But essentially, it's the same. Just lead it with the regular push box. And then once you do that, you're good. You can jump down to teleport back. In fact, you should do that so that there's less insta-kill jumps you gotta do. This is a collect 3 buttons. But you can do them in any order. It's pretty easy also. People often complain about insta-kills in the towers below, like Remorseless. I say that's somewhat true. But, like, I say insta-kills in towers below Remorseless used like that shouldn't be. Like, you shouldn't do that where you gotta, like, jump over them or anything. But, like, whoopsie. But, like, using it as, like, an insta-kill net, that's just the same as an outside. It's like, if you're gonna make a GBJ that you actually want to be a softlock and, like, your run is over and you don't want it to be escapable, just make it an insta-kill. Oh, right, this is timed. Forgot about that. Well, there's the button. It's like 2 more jumps and then back to an outside. Fun! But I reached my goal for today, which is kind of just the ideal situation. I hit that right, yeah. Because, like, I'm not too nervous right now because I already hit my goal. But that's not totally the case right now. Because, I don't know. It's hitting me particularly hard, the knowledge, the knowledge that, well, the further I get right now, just, oh my gosh. No, what? How did I miss that? Oh no. Thank you for the clip farm. Oh no. Actually, I'm not. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Ironic that I was talking about not being nervous and that part is easy, and then I failed that, so I guess I was nervous, huh? By the way, don't think that, like, I shouldn't have made the jump for it. Like, if I missed it, I was stuck there. There was nothing I could do. So, like, I had to jump for it. So I did make the right decision in the moment. Let me rewatch that. Yeah, I just went too slow up this thing. Probably because I was too nervous to go like that. New PB though, fling to the end, use fling control. Is this tower fun? It's over my skill level, but I don't know. Well, obviously it's fun, because it's made by me. And we almost got to experience the updated Saturn. Oh man, oh well. Still happy with that. New PB, so... yeah. So like I said, if I beat the outside after Triton, which is way over there somewhere, it's the last floor Pluto, which is just free because it's like challenging difficulty and netted. But I want to say I'm most likely going to win if I say get to here. which is Neptune. Starting with the netted part. Well, it's mostly a couple of jumps are unnetted, but this part's like intense difficulty. Because remember, it decreases in difficulty after Saturn. But again, just look at all the outsides we still got. That one is luckily free. That one's like an auto section, like in a Geometry Dash level. Like, literally, if you jump or move, you die. So, that outside is free. But actual outsides I have to do is... Well, from my PB, we'll start there. I gotta finish this outside, which is relatively easy. The hardest part is, like, here. Even that isn't too bad, but it's just, like, snaky wraps that are easy to mess up if you're nervous. Then there's this part that was updated. A little bit more gameplay was added. Because what I had to fix the rings of Saturn. I'll tell the whole story. So, the rings of Saturn, if you're far enough away from them, since it's a giant spinner, if it's too far away, or if part of it is too far away, it just, like, stops moving the entire thing. We were having a problem of the too far away point wasn't, like, out here away from the planet. It was, like, on the ring, which was a problem. So then I shrunk them as necessary. But then if you ignore this outermost ring, see how that's, like, not as pleasing a ring diameter to planet diameter ratio? So I had to add another ring, but I couldn't because of the physics thing that makes it not spin it unless you're far enough away. Notice this one looks a bit less of a smooth rotation. Notice also, if you stand on it, you don't, like, stick to it. That's because this thing is spun with a script rather than a cylindrical constraint. Like, it's just rotating it by, like, 0.1 degrees every 0.1 seconds or something. Yeah. But because it's with a script, even though it's running on the client, like, just rotating apart with a script or changing the orientation, you don't stick to that. So what I had to do was, instead of having the gameplay go over that, like, at least it's supposed to be impossible to get on top of this in legit. If you're in no clip, then obviously you can. So what I had to do was make the gameplay go under the ring, and then under this ring, and then go back up on top of these rings, such that you don't think you're supposed to jump on there, and in fact, if you get on here, well, actually, you're not soft locked, you could just go down there, but, you know, you don't stick to it, so the gameplay would just be not, like, I couldn't make the gameplay be welded to it either, like it is for these spinners either. Yeah. Yeah, so I updated the gameplay by adding a bit more. Previously, the end was just, like, a free conveyor, or, like, a walking simulator from here over to the ring, which was a shorter distance at the time. But the gameplay I did add is pretty short, and not too hard either. So anyway, this outside is relatively easy. This part you can fall on if you're not careful. Like, because you can fall between the rings. Then Saturn, we got the long netted part that's like 6 minutes at least. Like, if you go full speed, it's like 6 minutes to do it. So that's pretty much the last. Oh no, it's not. But it is a big break, like a real one, not like IO that's like 1 minute. Well, IO is a real break, but this one's like nice and a long break. But then we got the Time Lock 6 Rising Lava part that's maybe even harder than the one on Jupiter, though I did nerf it. Then you got this outside, which is pretty easy. The hardest part is probably right there. Titan is the no regen, but it is netted. This part is all purist. Uses wall hops, but none of them are not netted. Like, all the wall hops are netted, but other jumps are not. Should be relatively easy. Well, again, being nervous, who knows, but anyway. Then this part is netted until you get to here. Then you get a brief net, and then this part is the free auto part. We got unnetted stuff here, but then not too bad for the most part. this should be pretty easy. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll just do a run of this outside. Probably would just be good to just do that. I don't know. For some reason, I'm, like, excessively nervous about this. Like, worried I'm gonna fail here. Like, it's not that hard, right? I guess we're about to find out. I guess I'm just trying to assure myself that it is indeed quite easy. And no, I will not be doing the Florida Man shortcut, where you use that X-pusher momentum and launch yourself over there, which is incredibly difficult to do, and saves you like 30 seconds of, well, maybe like 1 minute, I guess, of work. Though it is a few scary jumps, sort of. You gotta walk around. By the way, this no jump part is a callback to the very start of the tower, remember? Because they're like basically at the end now. Alright, go up here. Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty confident about this no jump part until you get to here. I mean, this is also pretty easy. It's sort of a puzzle. The sign does explain how it works. But yeah, it's like that one walk around that's seems sketchy. And then the part like underneath it that I'm about to get to. It's a bit weird. Like, I'm worried I'm just gonna easily, like, miss one of these, like, shadow parts or something. But you get your jump back, and then it's like you just go around this way, underneath, walk across, scary head hitter. Then you jump down. And then this is the last real thing I'm worried about is these trusses. That one's netted, so that's easy. This one, I failed the truss like it on Tower of Difficulty chart multiple times on the last floor. Actually, that's not bad at all. Yeah, now that I see it. But being nervous, the jump onto it is going to be questionable. Let's see, if I jump to it like that, and then just slide to the right, and then just make sure I'm not sliding too much to the left by it spinning, and then it's 2 conveyors, well, 3 if you count this one, and then this is the free final floor. And then the outside afterwards is this. You don't even have to jump, but I probably will. Imagine beating this, and then some EToH mod just says, nah, mid-intense. What happens if you reset during this part? Once you hit the win pad, you do get the badge, and it, like, counts your win. So if you die during the cutscene, it's gonna, like, bring my view over there, or does it, like, cancel it? No, it probably cancels it, because it deletes the script. Let's see if it put anything in the output. What was that? 44? Oh, yeah, that was a while ago. Okay, that was, like, over an hour ago. So yeah, no errors were thrown, but I think it canceled it because it deleted the client object script, because it reloads all the client objects when you die. The tower kit, that is. Raw gameplay is like high rem. Okay, so shame to fail that, but that's alright. I got a GIF made out of that fail. The question is, what do I do now? So Ring 6 development, though I would like to do it, is out of the question because there's nothing I can do that doesn't involve showing the lobby. Or other things I don't wish to leak just yet. We could do some EToH towers. What was that? Why did the pillow on my chair just do that? EToH fact, totem, viewer suggested towers. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. Yeah, I'm like, do I want to consider a video that could come out of this? I don't know. Let me update the live stream title and description. as I join the next game. Ages 5+. There are 5-year-olds playing Roblox, apparently. This is going to play sound, isn't it? Mute, 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 mute. That's not there. Okay. I don't think you guys heard that because I have sound muted on OBS anyway. Okay, as I load in, well, as I sit here and you guys can join, although I don't even... Go ahead and start suggesting towers, actually. As I update the live stream title and description. And change the thumbnail as well. Where is it? There we go. Okay. Totem. TOBT. Tofact. Can it not be something like soul crushing? Because I want to actually do good at it. I think I've crushed my soul enough for today. Can't we do like something? Actually, what do you guys think of? Well, no. Do intenses and below. Something in like here, like ring zone 6 or ring 7+. Because those I've done like hardly anything. In fact, I've done nothing in ring 7 or ring 8. And in ring 9, all I've done is TOGO. What was that? Tower of Great Overcomings and Tower of Curved Descent. I've done nothing in zone 9 or higher. Citadel of Twist and Weirdness. I've done that before. Make sure to vote Roro for the EToH tournament. Yes, do that. Do cows? Actually, I'm down to do cows, actually. But probably I probably want to save that for its own stream because it is very long, and I've done a really long time for today. So actually, no. Togla. I've done that one. TOAAA. Astral Eclipse. I've done Tower of Curved Descent already. Tower of Jazz I've done. Could play it again. Hold on, actually. I'm going to go to speedrun.com real quick and see what the world record on it is. 9 minutes, 26 seconds, 700 milliseconds. And that's the only run submitted. So I don't know if that's like a near perfect run or what. Yeah, I'm gonna do Tower of Jazz. I like that. That's zone 7, I think, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, so world record, I will not be watching the video of it right now, so I don't know if it's like near perfect or what, but it's 9 minutes, 26 seconds, so. I'm making the call now. This isn't going to be a full send speedrun. It's gonna just be like taking it a little bit slower as it's been a long time since I played it, over a year in fact. So I need to refamiliarize myself with it and take note of any jumps or timings that will be of particular challenge during speedrunning, like client object cycles or something. Yeah, see, like there's like puzzles like that, you know. Not knowing that that's what I had to do, push that little hanging wall thing, that would just cost time and it wouldn't be as good of a speedrun as it could be. Plus, before I attempt real speedruns, I'm going to watch the world record video. Okay, well that was Can't Collide False. That's nice. I go this way. Oh, now I see. So yeah, this will mean I will be reading chat also. Don't jump. Why not? Well, presumably those glowing boxes are like teleporters or something. So yeah, I will read chat. I think this is basically just completing it once right now. Yeah, this is not a speedrun. I'm just refamiliarizing myself with the route. Then if I were to speedrun it in a stream, I'd also get a different screen showing the chat. That way I don't have to alt-tab out to read it. Sometimes I do that anyway. Yeah, like, where do I go now? Oh, wait. Now I see. Okay. See, this is why I'm playing it once first. So what, I go this way now? Did that open something? Or do I redo this again? Yeah, I don't... I think I, like, activated that, maybe? I don't know. What even just happened? Closing chat gone wrong, evidently. Good thing this isn't a speedrun. But yeah, let's think about how this video could go. I'd probably title it, like, I got a world record speedrun in EToH. By the way, these push boxes are very cool. I kind of remember this. Don't remember exactly what it is. No! I'm not gonna get it again. Why am I even trying to get that? Oh, I see the button. Okay. Retry. But again, if the speedrun is, like, near perfect, I don't know if I want to try and beat that. Like, there's a monthly challenge, or weekly, I think, challenge once that was beat Steeple of Low Woe, I think, in 2.5 in 2.5 minutes or shorter, which is basically a speedrun. Like, it has to be like a good speedrun without failing, basically. And so I was like, what if, since I've already done some speedrunning of this now, what if I went for the world record on this tower? But then I watched the world record video, and it is indeed near perfect. There's like one little slip up costing like half a second, and that's it. There's also a shortcut that's required to get the world record now, because the world record does use it, and it's like super annoying to do it. Like, I went to the practice place to give it a try, and it's like, I don't need to do that again. It's like super annoying in RNG to do it. Like, it's more of a test of patience than skill anyway, like, than anything on to speedrun Salwa or get the world record on it. It's possible, but I do not have the time or patience for that. But like this, assuming it is a world record that can be improved, which all evidence points to that it would be, having not watched it, since it's the only submitted run to that. But now a question, how are speedruns verified for this? I know you have to have, like, a full uncut recording, and then I guess someone, like, watches it and says, yeah, you indeed beat it that quickly. Ready to spin some records? What? Hot take, Pilot Red Sun music is extremely overrated, and Toka was better when it used motor songs instead. Okay. Oh, your friend request open or not? I don't want to bombard you with requests, but it'd be cool. Yeah, you feel free to send me a friend request. I won't accept it, though. That might be a thing I have to worry about timing carefully. Yeah, this whole spinner part. That's, like, annoying for... Yeah. I'll see how they do it in the current world record. I believe this part is netted, if I recall correctly. Of course, they're not going to indicate that or say that, because why would they? Well, I should read that. Listen up. Before the shoving platform moves across, step onto one of the transparent brown spots to dodge it. Okay. Probably shouldn't have done it like that. Wait, it needs to be on the other side. Why did that... Okay, somehow I survived. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, okay. Good thing this isn't a speedrun. But actually, since I'm redoing this, may as well do it as though it were a speedrun. So I'd want to, like, optimize my movements and have to move as short a distance as possible. Yeah, probably worth trying to get the timing down on these client-based things. That moving part just there was... That shouldn't be a problem, because I can jump to it from either position. Yeah, ideally I get a cycle like that, where it moves, like, just as I jump to it. Wonder if you can run across that whole thing in one go. You probably can't. No, maybe you could. It would be close. I think you could do it, though. Okay, so there's just one of those that's can collide false for no reason. How evil. Question mark? Are you kidding me? Oh, I guess that was supposed to happen. Okay. Funny fling. Button is what that is, presumably. Press. It's highly recommended you hold W here. Okay. Ugh. Is there an invisible part? There is. Okay, I guess it's what this thing is on top of. Okay. Yeah, let's see. How am I going to want to time this in a speedrun? Probably try to get it in one go. Maybe. But that would be annoying to time, and honestly... Yeah, it wouldn't even save anything, would it? I don't think it would, because you'd just have to wait the same amount of time you'd be waiting in between them. So, yeah. But again, that'll be something I learn upon watching the world record speedrun. I love unmarked moving parts. Huh? A casino. I would try looking for a big lever to pull. Let's go gambling. Out of order. I think it's that lever, if I recall correctly. Duck! I think, yeah, you go up this way. This looks like gameplay. And is this non-studded parts? This lever will move when you touch it. Watch out. What kind of lever moves like that? Oh, I see how it is. Okay. Now what? Oh, wait. I see what it did. I think it activated this part or something along this path because this is quite clearly actual gameplay. Wait, slots? This must be an 18+ game. Uh-oh. There should definitely be loot boxes in SMToH. That would be so great. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Like, it's like an actual thing that, even if it's in-game currency, like, I don't know, some countries, like, place age limits on that stuff, which is kind of dumb, but also I think we can all agree that loot boxes are stupid in any game. Wow, a quirky shadow section. Hint, some shadows are indicated under the path. Some. Alright, hold on. What if I went, like... Wait, hold on. We're considering this for speedrunning. If I do like that... Oh, this is clean. Well, it was until then. Wait, that's like the... Okay, I see. That's just not indicated anywhere, apparently. And now I'm stuck. Wait, what? Wait, is it just like a head hitter? I guess it is. Okay. Okay, yeah. I had to figure out what's going on there. Okay, so having done this, let me try a speedrun. Yeah, if I just do that, it's probably not the absolute ideal way to do that. But it'll do. Why was there an invisible part? Hold on. Figure it out. Figure it out. Can I just, like... Okay, apparently I can do that. On either side. Then, that doesn't reset the button, does it? No. Or you should play Completionist's Demise in the Baseplate project. Totally not luck-based. Oh, is it like you have a 1 in a million chance of completing it? Because then it's, like, impossible to complete it, like, actually. Touch this neon down here. Okay, that seems like a cycle nightmare for speedrunning. How did I miss a 1-stud wrap? Okay. Come on! Why does that take so long? Alright, there's the button. Back inside, I believe it activated one of these tight ropes with that truss. These studless platforms shrink or grow when you touch them. Okay. Well, that was a close call. Ooh, outside. Though I believe it's netted because this is medium. It is not netted. Why would you do that, game? Oh my gosh. Ugh, really? Really? Loot boxes for healing and light items. See, that was an ideal cycle on that. Okay, fine. You know what? This can be an opportunity to try speedrunning these sections I already did. I surely meant for that to be how that happened. Question mark. Roro Studios is loop failing. A medium, yes. See, they didn't even, like, reset the lighting. See how it's, like, wrong and not what it was the first time? Oh, right, it says hold W. Well, I didn't do that. The button should still be activated, so I should be fine to just go. Yeah, I can't quite speedrun this because it's all just button progress is already there. But like this, I can at least speedrun, like, I don't know, this brief stretch of purist gameplay. Tell you what, also, because the world record is 9 minutes, for this is a somewhat long tower. It's like an average length, but not like Steeple of Low Woe. That's like 3 minutes, which translates to a near perfect speedrun is going to be needed. But 9 minutes, I probably have a bit more lenience for slight time losses. You know, things like imperfect cycles on client objects and such. Well, that wasn't what I was supposed to do. Okay, I'll do that skip. Not jumping on that cylinder. Then right, gotta remember where these things go. Then I can just walk along with that. I probably don't even need to jump, actually. Okay, now I should stop speedrunning. Because sight reading speedrun won't end well. Drop down to floor 4. I've marked where you need to go with neon. After you get the button, a path will open inside. What? I just fell down to floor 4. Have you ever experienced loop failing? Yes, it's so much fun. Okay, so hold on. Hitting these with your avatar, presumably? Yeah, with hitting those with your avatar. Yeah, I think that sign would be a lot more useful if it were right there, you know? This person says jazz wasn't even that good. Push them off. Wow, that was good gameplay elements. And great placement of that sign. Go, go, go. What? Oh, activates that. Cool. And then, alright. So that do I walk faster than it? Maybe. It does reset also. I think these are elevators. Yeah. Boing, boing. Poker chips? Let's go gambling. How am I loop failing a medium tower? When count? Ooh, okay, yeah, I forgot that existed. Citadel of... was it? I think it's Weird Nostalgia. It's like rings 1 through 3 towers, all combined into a sort of tower brush / Great Citadel of Ring 1 thing. Speaking of Great Citadel of Ring 1, I want to do that tower too soon. Well, at some point. It's probably not going to be anytime soon. Because I got to beat Thanos Tower first, and to do that, I got to do Tower of the Planets and... the other extreme, Tower of Astral Eclipse. You know what? Practice speedrunning this part. Go, 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 go. And then I hit that, jump down, and then hit this teleporter. Yeah, it does teleport me. Like, I didn't quite see it. Then I run slightly faster than it, but I can jump at the end. Good that I figured that out now. Go, 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 go. It's also probably a good idea to go to this tower's own place, which hopefully is in private. It's not going to be in the... Ooh, I could probably do an X-Pusher launch on there for a small time save. Does that move along there? Okay, yes, good to know. Oh, and then this takes me up here. Welcome to floor 7 and 8. These floors are short and considered to be breaks to prepare for what's next to come. VIPs only. Oh, sideways. Okay. Oh. Gotta get me a key card. That's probably for the VIP only area. Yeah, it says VIP on it. Do TOH from EToH or TOPT from EToH as your first extreme. Ideal situation. I beat Tower of Astral Eclipse and... hold on. Welcome to the VIP room. There's nothing even in here. Why is it so tiny in this room? But also really tall. Well, for the gameplay, okay. But ideally, I beat Tower of the Planets and... Did I hit the button? I guess it opens something maybe out here. This looks new. No, it doesn't. Never mind. Chill zone. What happens if I jump off? Let's not find out right now. Fling. Oh, it activated this. Okay. Glad I know that now. I used to have a bunch of world records and a bunch of neats in the neat projects in like 2021. Whenever it becomes lightweight, it won't work the stick. Yeah. Low density or, well, low mass parts is, like, you won't stick to them. Why Roblox physics is like that, I don't know. But, like, if you want to stick to a, hold on, do I just stay on these all the, yeah. The correct path will flicker every 2.5 seconds. Oh. Okay. So I'm just going to have to memorize that, because that's a lot faster. So if I just remember, take an S shape. and then go right, left, left, right. Theoretically, I could also watch, I'd have to memorize all that. Then again, I also memorized all the counties of my state for no reason. So, maybe that's not so bad. Keep the push box on the carpet. What happens if I don't? Right, okay. It, like, falls through like that. So go, 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 go. Does that stick to that? It does not. It does not. Okay. There's the button. It activated this. Wait, it's already morning. Hurry up. You're going to miss your performance. Once you step out this door, you must get to the end of the floor before the timer runs out. Reset button. Okay. Go, 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 go. I wonder what happens if you run out of time. Actually, I maybe should have read chat before this, because now it's going to be until I beat the floor. But since this is medium, I probably have a long time. Or, like, way more time than I need. Here. And then to here, and walk up. I was already there, what? Oh my gosh, great. Time loss, okay. Best I learn these things now than while actually trying to speedrun it. Now I'm gonna speedrun this because I'm familiar with some of this routing. Got a good cycle, so that's good. Not so much here, though. But it's okay. Jump up. And I can just keep walking because that goes on the same path for a moment. And go like this. Then what? Wait a minute until this looks suspiciously easy. Maybe jump on the flickering parts. Okay. Oh, and I can also see them. Okay, thank you. I don't have to memorize that one. As long as I just know generally where to look. And, well, honestly, as long as I remember that they're slightly miscolored. Let's see. I go here now, presumably. And it's a shadow block. Go, 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 go. There, I think that's as far as I need to go in the time limit, maybe. Actually, the platforms look the same color as the button, so I don't know. There, sure, yeah, it deactivated the timer. But, question, it did deactivate those button parts, so yes. Roro should speedrun SOOK next. I don't even know what that is. Woo, you made it just in time for the show. I was scared you would miss it. We've dimmed the lights for you. Do I even... I don't think I have to actually stand there. Wow, great performance. Oh. Now, what? Oh, they spin, like, other directions. Let me up. Oh my gosh, thank you. That might be an annoying client object for speedrunning, but we'll manage. You know, technically I could submit this pretty bad run that I'm doing right now, and I'd get second place. Wait, hold on, but I'd also want to get the speedrunner role in the EToH Discord server, and that requires there being, I believe, at least 3 speedruns submitted. Which, I've already kind of committed to this one, and I do like, this one seems like it would be a fun one to speedrun. And there's the end. I have Jazz in 25 minutes. GG. Okay. Steeple of Obtaining Knowledge, which is the garbage steeple area. Practice obby for some reason. Do TODD. No long towers right now. Let me look at my other options for speedrunning. Things that... Hold on, actually, let me look at the actual rules just so I can be sure I'm correct about this. Rules and info. Wait, I don't even see it anymore. Did they remove the speedrunner role? It looks like they actually did. Owner, administrator, developer, moderator, curator, verified builder, contributor, nitro booster, builder, content creator, verified. There's no speedrunner role. Can I, like, let me try to @mention it, although it probably has don't allow mentions. Speedrunner. No. Can I do a role that I'm sure exists? Content creator? No. Okay. So they probably removed it, I guess. Which means I'm fine to speedrun that. So there's no caveat of, well, I don't get the role in the Discord server, at least until someone else submits a speedrun to that. So, yeah. Do EToH ring 7. Roro, HR, TOCV, in zone 8. People like EToH. And I do need to go to ring 7 and finally beat something there. So we're going to do that. I like that. Well, it is intense, so I don't know if I'll be able to do it well, considering I struggled on a medium tower, but let's see how this goes. Yeah, see it up there. Let's see how it places. It's low intense. I should be good. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours. I think this will probably be the last tower I do, but it could be. It doesn't have a length warning. And you know what I'm going to do? Try to beat it in under 20 minutes. And for the funsies, let's look at the speedruns. World record is 8 minutes 41. And there are 3, well, first place, so the world record is 8 minutes 41, followed by 9 minutes 46, followed by 17 minutes 57 seconds. Can probably see the leaderboard of, like, other speedruns, like, if there's a 4th and 5th place, if that many have been submitted. Nope, just those 3. But I'll tell you what that means. Given that the 2nd place is over a minute behind the 1st place, and the 3rd place is, like, 8 minutes behind the 2nd place, that means that the 1st place probably offers some good lenience, like, without me needing to get a near perfect speedrun. So, I'm still not sure if I'll probably do Tower of Jazz, unless I play this, and see what's up with it, and if I want to speedrun it. Prepare to get dizzy. Can you find all the pensive faces? Do I have to find all of them? Alright, isn't there like a big spinner thing at the end? That's gonna be fun. Oh boy. Go, 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 go! Those are can't quite true. Good that I know that right now. No! Okay, I'm restarting. I could save a whole minute if I hope to beat this in under 20 minutes. Go, 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 go. This is going bad. You don't need to find all the pensive emojis, okay. Prepare to get dizzy? What is this? Tower of Never-Ending Dizziness? The one that looks pretty similar to Tower of Superception, and people were like, did you just rebuild that? Who didn't play the tower and see it was clearly that. No, I did not steal the frame design of Tower of Never-Ending Dizziness. It just never occurred to me. Or no, I didn't know about that Tower of Never-Ending Dizziness. I think even existed when I decided the frame colors. So it was a coincidence, people. By the way, Tower of Superception will be getting a revamp eventually. I don't know if the guy revamping like the main ring 1 and all the mini towers there, I think he said he wasn't gonna do Tower of Superception, which is I guess what I'd want, because I'd want to take part in that. the revamping of COEC and toned, or the one that looks like toned. Outside? Netted outside, at least. That's the wrong way, though. That's also the wrong way, though. Okay, so that just leads nowhere. Cool. Do I go up here? I guess I do. Maybe I go back outside at some point. That's kind of cool. Whoa, that's kind of quite true. Also, I'm about to die. You know, this tower had a gold star when the stars were a thing. I believe the reason they removed the star system was it just like bias or something was becoming a problem with it. Keeping a close eye on my health. But sometimes I think I'm good to take one kill per hit. And did I go the wrong way? Are you kidding me? No, I didn't, actually. Okay. Oh, wait. That was risky. But worked out in the long run, I suppose, because that saves me a bit of time. If I have any hope of beating this in under 20 minutes. How about a spin cycle? Spin cycle! Yeah, see, I've healed a lot because there aren't kill bricks, or at least kill bricks that are easily avoidable after that point that I almost just died on those spinners. Spinning kill brick thingies. Pensive emoji, which is how I'm feeling now that I just missed that, but not big time loss, thankfully. Go, 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 go. Brief, read the chat. Astral Eclipse is, it said what? Astral Eclipse? Is that what you mean by AE? Is also biased since they instantly got their failed Ring 9 contender to the game after becoming the owner. That's how I feel. Okay. Don't know if that's Can Collide True. Let me do the Can Collide True test. It is Can Collide False, but probably I could still take a lot of damage doing that. Okay. Spins and Smarty. I don't get it. That does spin. Are you kidding me? What? Okay. We love unmarked Can Collide False parts. I don't know if it's worth resetting to try and get under 20 minutes. But also I'm only 4 minutes in, and I don't think it's... If a speed run was 17 minutes, then surely I'm good, right? Like, I don't think this tower is really on the, like, 18-minute mark around there, such that a fail like this, costing around 2 minutes, would be problematic. Go, 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 go. Read chat. Roro play TO MIM Zone 4 Intense. I've completed that one, though it was fun to have mechanically induced mayhem. I suppose I'd be down to play it again. With a fun final outside. We love that. Although, actually, it's like the last 2 floors are like separated with no net. Kind of like on Tower of a Depressing Future. Yeah. fun. By the way, EToH got an update a few months ago after I had made the video. So supposedly it's not terrible anymore. Probably should heal, but I'm not going to. Okay, you know what? I think that calls for a reset. Or I'd go play something else. Because, okay, that didn't go so well because of strange unindicated things that are stupid. Okay. Count is still being suggested. Nothing new. TOTR. What's your username? It is this. What is TOTR? Need to look this up. Tower of Trial Resentment, which is a hard difficulty tower in Ring 5. Oh, is that the new one? Didn't, like, Tower of Getting Kinda Disappointed get deleted, and now there's that instead? Or Trivial? Did I say Trial? I can't read. Yeah, I'd be down to play that, even though I already have the point for it, presumably, since it's a replacement tower. Blah. TOTR. Oh, yeah, wait, what? I guess it's over here. Where is it? It's not even right now. TONV. Oh, wait, there it is. I'm blind. And I can't read. Gamator, try not to replace his old towers every 5 seconds challenge. Nil. For some reason, I thought TOGKD was the easiest in this area, but it's not. It's the second easiest, though. We'll do the under 20 minutes challenge. Pressing this button will engulf the tower in darkness. Beating the tower will while active will complete a monthly challenge. I'll do that. Read it in pure darkness and get some points, or get some monthly tickets as a prize. Oh, gotta get a button. That was definitely not the best way of going about getting the button. But anyways. I get a little bit. Yeah, this is fine. This is like more than enough light. 18. Huge lag spike. Or Roblox just crashed. Which is what I thought was about to happen. Because that sometimes it likes to have one of those days where it'll just randomly like freeze every 5 minutes, and then it just like crashes completely, and it'll do that like 10 times, and I'll just have to, like, I don't know, wait until the next Roblox update. Which, you know, is every few days essentially. Whoa! Oh wait, that's what it's supposed to do. Oh no, oh no, oh no. And back to floor 1. Nice. Let me do that the good way this time. Go, 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 go. Are you kidding me? And that's a soft lock. Awesome. I'm struggling on a hard tower. How? Never even gotten to, like, the 3rd floor. Maybe not even the 2nd. I wasn't even paying attention. Sure if I made it to the 2nd. Button. Boing. Oh, teleporter. Yeah, no, I didn't even get to floor 3, I think. All right, it was this. Okay, there. Floor 2, finally. Read chat. Do TOUD. Zone 2 difficult. I did that, like, last time I streamed playing viewer suggested towers. Tower of Unearthed Discovery. That was the one where I was not at my house and I had a hole set up in a closet. That was such a great stream. Would do again. And actually, I might do it again. Because next week I'm actually going, like, possibly back to that same house. What is going on here? Does this, like, change the color of that? What? Alright, puzzle. That apparently does nothing. That does respawn it. Maybe these spawn at different spots. Yeah, I think that's a push box in there. Kind of hard to tell because of the darkness, but do I... Whoa, okay. Let me go with just my character over here first. Okay, so I want to spawn the one in there. Take it... What? Okay, maybe I lost it somehow. Oh, wait, do those spinning kill bricks, like, destroy it? I think they do. Yeah, they do. Oh, it's so hard to see. Alright, there's that button. I still have this one. I think I need to get in one of these things that I can barely see. Is there a button over there it's gonna hit? Yeah. Then this this activates that. Go up, push it into the button. There we go. Okay, I think that activated these now. I can do some speed climbing, which is always fun. Oh, it's so hard to see. Then again, I did this to myself. But it's worth it for the monthly tickets. What if I go into first person? Nope, that only makes things worse. That's a spinner. No, go up. Okay. Okay, the next floor is a brighter color, so I can see it a little better. Are those buttons? No, but it's probably button activated things. Classic. 2 X pushers to the, well, like 2 outsides to a button each. But it's hard difficulty, so how hard can this really be? Ooh, push box challenge. Yeah, wait. There we go. I just gotta keep spamming the button, maybe? Oh, wait, no, I see. It's like a specific way I want to do it. This is cool. I like this. So, wait for the proper timing. Go like that. Ugh, really? Respawn it. Oh, we don't want to do that. And and then make sure I time this correctly. There we go. Nice. That might be one of the first towers, like, now that this is here, you know, if you play through rings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sort of in that order, playing a few towers each. That might be one of the first you see that uses that sort of push box thingy, like push ball in a wall, and then you control something. Okay, hold on. I probably want to avoid the spinners. Yeah. Tobricks apparently destroy push boxes in this tower. Let me just go across here in one go. Go, 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 go. We can't be wasting time like this. Although, honestly, I'm probably good to beat this in under 20 minutes. But you never know. Like, because it's hard difficulty and such. Bro! We don't have time for this. How have I done that 3 times now? I've wasted like a whole minute here now. Come on! Oh my gosh. Will this stupid thing work? Thank you. Why did that go? I was standing still, and then it wasn't moving, and then it just like, yeah. Go, 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 go. Thank you. And then just time. There's the button, finally. I'm just gonna skip that one stud. It opened this. Whee! Oh, I should have not been reading chat, apparently. Go up. Cool. I got the stud texture ring select. What is Roro doing? I can't see. Losing my sanity on a hard tower. Like that. Yeah. Climb. Whoa, conveyor launch, and that's probably can't collide true. And fun outside. Oh wait, it's sort of like, I've seen this before. Where you have like an infinite duration balloon, but you don't know it's infinite duration, so you just kind of have to hope it is. But usually it is. That deactivated the button, the timed one, but I guess it activated something over here. 8 minutes in. We'll see if I'm still good to do under 20 minutes. Which I probably am. Oh, everything just got even darker, or it just seems that way, because now I'm looking at bright neon. Let me just go on top. Was that a kill brick? You gotta wrap around that. Nice. What is that? Oh boy. What is... Oh, I thought I saw another button. I guess I didn't. Well, clearly I can't get it across here. Or can I? No. And I doubt I can stand on there. Oh, that's what I do. Okay. Maybe I'd know that if I weren't doing this in complete darkness. Behind you. Now, what is that supposed to mean? There's something down here? I guess not. Can I jump into that? Or is it like a wall? No, I can. What? What, do I just have to do that until I guess correctly? Maybe there's something on the wall over there that indicates it, but I can't see it because I'm in darkness. But I guess I guessed correctly. There's a button. Jump down to the bridge, and there's, I guess, the big button I'm getting this push box to. Oh wait, I think it activated something up right up here. I just wasted my time walking over there and back. This tower is super sight readable. Yes, good. Did Gamator ever say a reason he didn't like getting kind of disappointed? I don't really remember what that tower was like. So my guess is he just didn't like it, and it's like a bad old tower, and he wanted to make a new one that was better. And to be honest, it's probably correct. Woo! That was probably Can't Collide False. We can't be doing that. Really? Really? Oh, all the way back here. But it saves the button, so it's fine. Everything is wrong. Oh boy. What area is this tower in? It's Ring 5. Yes, this is Tower of Trivial Resentment, which replaced Tower of Getting Kinda Disappointed. It was a replacement tower by the same builder. But I do jump down here. Push box spawner. No, it resets that. Oh, hey, that... I think... Well, I've seen this before. Was it in the old version of this tower? Or the thing it replaced? Or actually, I think I'm thinking of... There's some tower that uses this. It might be Tower of Spiraling Heights in Zone... or Ring 4. I also could be completely wrong about that, and I don't know. Purple boosters will slow you down. Avoid them. To reset your speed, touch a blue booster or jump down. Well, I literally can't tell if that's purple or blue, so cool. Oh, well, it's a resetter. That one's purple. Okay. So do I want to, like, avoid hitting those? And I should probably not have done that. Looks like it is actually possible to do it without decreased walk speed. But I'll try to not hit them. Cool mechanic, though. Ah, don't hit that. Oh boy, I hit it. Oopsie. Oh, and I fell all the way down here. What is this? That's a mechanic I'm coming back to later. Now, why would those be Can't Collide true? Go, 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 go. Did I hit it that time? Really? The exact same thing happened? Are you kidding me? I love physics. Roro, when Ring 7? Tomorrow. Ring 6 and Ring 7 are both releasing tomorrow. Real. And I just missed that. That's awesome. And I don't know what floor I'm on. There's really no way to figure it out because it's so dark. Oh, I hit the thing accidentally. Wait, is that jump just now impossible? Okay, I guess I have to go back and deactivate it. By doing that. Okay, don't funny physics me. Please. Okay, good. Go like that. And go like that. Go like that. Go like that. And I guess, is that just neon or is that a resetter thingy? Oh. I didn't hit it. Okay. Well, that leads nowhere, so I guess I go this way. Whoopsie. I hit the slower downer. Wait, I guess I don't even have to jump over them now that I already have the speed. I'm not gonna be able to make that. Great. That's probably why this path leads nowhere, because it only exists to give you a speed deactivator. And yes, that's just neon, not a deactivator. That thing is a deactivator. I just couldn't tell it was blue because everything is dark. Okay, so do that right. And now, time to jump. Purple arrow. Balloon. Huh. Well, it doesn't go up, so I'm just gonna ignore that. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a resetter. Can I jump to that thing? What does the balloon do? Is this Can't Collide false? No. So this probably isn't. Do I get the... Is this a humans only button? It's Can't Collide true at least. Yeah. So, I can test that without risking just falling. I see. I go this way. I just couldn't tell because I can't see any. Don't hit that. I think I hit it. Oopsie. There's a button anyway. Yeah, but there's a resetter this way. And I don't think I'm beating this in the next 2 minutes. Because funny physics cost at least like 4 just now. Oh wait, do the blue outlines indicate that going that way will take you to a resetter? I guess so. And I think I probably just... Yeah, I gotta go reset it. Well, so much for beating this in the time limit. Oh well. Oh, and it's an outside to get to it too. How fun. And I failed the outside because no one told me there was a random gap there. Yeah, I cannot be bothered to do all that again. Okay. Alright, well, that was somewhat annoying. How close was I to the end? It looks like it was that tower, maybe? I don't think I've seen that before. Yeah, it is that one. Alright, I'm probably gonna end the stream now, because I'm quite tired, so. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Yeah. I don't really have any other yapping to do right now, so I'll see you in the next video or live stream, and have a great day.